Welcome back to the True Tales of the Violet Garden. This is part 2. This time we're going to unlock the Legend of the Kasen, or the second of the legend. Okay, we're going to unlock the second person. We are not going to know who is the second one. First one, it seems like we use Fenty as the illustration. Second one, I'm curious who are we going to unlock, and also for the second part, will Paimon say anything? Great, awesome. Nope, just a silence. There you go. Wait until the following day. Oh, it's the next day. So yeah, today we're going to unlock the second Legend of Kazen, which mean we are close to, I don't know, the thief. I don't know if it's thief or not. If in the end it's the fifth Kazen that stole the stuff, I don't know what to say. But we'll see. Or maybe the Legend of the Kazen is the Archon themselves. I don't know. A lot of secret.
The passenger ship from Liyue that we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks.
Oh god.
You know that Shincho will be on board, right?
Yes, I know.
So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
Should I? But Singcho will know by looking my face. Also, I entirely forgot we actually have to, you know, yeah, I totally forgot. Oh god.
Hi there! You must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Irodori festival. We'll be your guides and we'll take you onto the island.
And you guys must bring them Theater Mechanicus.
Huh? Is it Paimon or have we met somewhere before?
This is Singcho is, who are you again? I know your Singcho is like lower person, but right hand? I forgot.
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild.
There you go.
Aboard this ship we have calligraphers, painters, and even players of Theater Mechanicus.
I see. There you go. So there you go. I remember you, but I don't remember the name and also Feiyan Commerce Guild.
The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, the master still wanted to support them.
I see, Singcho. As always, so kind.
We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Irodori festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
But you're so surprised that you meet us?
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Master, he's,
What happened? I am a little bit worried right now.
Whoa! Singcho's just sitting there, sound asleep.
What?
Good morning.
Oh. It's the Traveler and Paimon. I presume you are guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
When you yawn, I also yawn. That's freaking annoying.
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Irodori festival.
Singcho, how are you doing? You seem a little down. What happened?
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I finally realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon.
I see. Alright.
Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we? Huh? That's odd.
What's wrong?
There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange. I don't recall seeing it there before.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
Oh, this is the second. Okay, so I'm curious about the thief now. It's between it's a thief or it's actually the Kazen itself, or I don't know. The 5 Kazen Splendor. I know Okina, I knew it. Glorious court life was my youth, and my old age a moonlit haze. I had not wished to be half so treacherously by my very life was threatened. So I sought out my old work and hid in my clothes. I don't understand the reason behind all that has happened, only that the mysterious person's motive must be preserved. This poem was dedicated to Akihito, who to my great sorrow was banished. Okay, it seems like the second, or Aoi no Okina, is going to be Singcho. I mean the illustration, best of.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's from the same series as the story we found before. Even the handwriting looks exactly the same.
Paimon, don't say anything.
The story you found before?
Oh yeah, in the warehouse down by the poem hunt competition.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's it. A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the five Kasen. You know, as part of the Irodori festival. Poetic stories about the five Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model for the next portrait.
That is actually good. You know, something to back that up. Paimon's reason is good, right? That's actually super good reason. So that means I know Okina or Aoi know Okina, right? Going to be Xingqiu, you know, become the portrait. At the same time, your voice, Paimon, it's just your voice.
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
Uh-oh, he's on to us. Cause you know, Xingqiu wrote the books. It's like, yeah. Paimon, you're so terrible at making up stories.
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
Well, why did you say the first part in the first place?
There's a chance of meeting Calx in person?
Okay, yes, there is. I thought I'm so surprised you're this smart.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Well, technically speaking, we know Calx before Calx.
Really?
Yes.
That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus.
Oh, I see. Okay, you wrecked your mind, right? Not your house. That is good.
Just a few days later, word then came that Calx would be busy painting portraits of the five Kasen during the festival.
We can actually, I don't know how to put it, but bring you straight away to the person.
It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So, I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
I see. Yeah, let's just meet him straight away, you know. We know the person, and you guys will live in the same building, I'm pretty sure.
Don't worry, Xingqiu. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard.
Yes, we are well informed. Never mind. Yesterday, we know it yesterday.
To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Calx's beautiful illustrations. Calx is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity. I heard that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter.
Well, the first time we meet the Calx, it was... Yeah, he trying so hard to draw everything.
But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite. Oh my, I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart, quickly now.
Okay.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Xingqiu's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything slip while meeting Albedo.
It won, and also Albedo never sleeps. Something, and also Paimon. Can we just, you know, telepathically talk? There you go, what the blue flower left behind. There you go, Act 2 aka Part 2. Okay, start of the day. It was pretty good. And so yeah, it's still mysterious how people put it right there. It's like, yeah, it's like your pocket. Wait, is it on Xingqiu's pocket? I forgot. The point is suddenly inside there, and how? The only thing I can say is like between Xingqiu as the person himself, or maybe I don't know how to put it. Maybe the cousin itself. The point is, it's not just a normal person.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
Wow, that is hurtful.
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
The best support in the game.
And you may call me Albedo then.
One of the support in the game.
No, that would be most improper.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names.
Haha! I love how we become the main bonding part situation. Actually, I always like that kind of stuff.
Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
Well, this person is very polite, aka Xingqiu, so yeah, it's fine.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Xingqiu act this awkward before either.
It's a real eye-opener, that's for sure. I learned some new tips on manners today. Yeah, I learned some new tips on manner today.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that.
Yeah, I bring taser.
Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
So yeah, Xingqiu is going to be the next one.
Poem hunt?
Yep.
That thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kasen. Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
And also, since yeah, we don't know the real Kasen look like, we use, the character in the game. So Xingqiu is the next one.
Oh, yes, that's right.
You show Albedo the piece of paper.
Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Xingqiu?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
Actually, I don't like eel that much, but I don't know, maybe this world have different stuff?
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
I hope this is not the start of a war between both of you.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Okay, good.
But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
Ooh, you! Oh, no, with Y, not W.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Yeah.
Huh? No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Xingqiu was a little suspicious.
Huh? Xingqiu's suspicious? Hey, what are you two talking about?
Isn't Xingqiu the one that write the book, right? But Xingqiu also say that he don't know about it, or not well known about it, or something like that.
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Let's see.
I don't wanna.
Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person.
Did someone got hypnotized?
Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Xingqiu himself?
Okay, now the game said that, I no longer think Xingqiu is the one that stole it. I no longer think that.
No way! That can't be right! Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
Now that Paimon say that, I think it's Xingqiu again.
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's chasuke?
Yeah, that is smart. Actually, I did not think about it. Yeah, it's like Xingqiu, this is not first time then. Since you already know the culinary on, I don't know, distant land. Even though this is your first time arriving. And also at the same time when we are at the dock, right? When we asked about Xingqiu, I know, when we asked about Xingqiu is not on the board. Shincho is literally sitting on top of the crates instead of on the board or on the ship.
Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, this is why Albedo's not going to slip anything. Literally, nothing can slip away from Albedo.
Hmm. Are you saying that Shinto has already been in Inazuma for some time? And that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Well, we don't know if he is pretending or not.
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
But how could Shincho be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
Maybe stealing the book is the justice itself.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character.
Okay, good. It's going to be easy going then.
I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Shincho be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there.
I also have a feeling that, Fenty is inside there, so let's see.
I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
Got it.
Good. Then let's head to Uyu Restaurant.
Ooh, you. How to use W so hard. Well, second one is going to be Xingqiu. Just in case, to close the accidentally slip stuff from Paimon. Also, Fenty is going to be there. I know that for sure. Fenty is going to be our, eavesdropper detector if he's not drunk, I suppose. I hope Fenty is not drunk. We'll see though, we'll see. Also, for you guys that didn't know, Uyu Restaurant is actually inside here, without the main story.
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Without the main story, you can actually still go inside here, so don't forget to do that. And also, I need to ask the person for new recipe as well,
Oh,
if there
this
is.
whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Shincho gets here?
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth. Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
Before going inside, I already learned something useful. Fenty, inside, drinking. Okay, if you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you. Yeah, and also, again, without the main, mission, you can still enter here, so... Alright. This is a good part where they introduce this restaurant as well. Come on, loading. Interesting, Fenty is not here. Although I thought Fenty is going to be here drinking. Alright, everything seems something. I don't know what to say.
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Yeah, he is going to be in person in here as well, but sure.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Shincho be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
Well, better than mine, I suppose. Who else?
Albedo, what should we talk about when Shincho gets here? Any ideas?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations. If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
I don't think Xingqiu is the person like that, so it's going to be hard.
Oh, Come to think of it, Shincho mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
I suppose at this point, Xingqiu and also oh, talk to you, right?
Hello there. What can I get for you?
I like a new recipe from 2.6 update.
Hi, do you have any special recommendations today?
Or that's the right word to say it.
Why, of course. I'd personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past 2 days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Okay, that is interesting part.
Oh, this might be some useful information.
It is. Xingqiu arrived shortly after, and everyone enjoys leisure
That
meal.
was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
Another information. It seems like you already stayed here before.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Shincho and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
Telepathically, talking is more efficient than, talking loudly, Paimon. I'm pretty sure Xingqiu already heard it by now. Talk about his thought regarding the journey, talk about the book he read during the voyage, and talk about the scenery on the journey. Talk about the scenery.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look. However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
The thunder or the bad weather?
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far.
No, there was something really suspicious.
Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
Yep, again, bad weather.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
By the way, Xingqiu is staring at them. It's like, why are you guys whispering? Tell about Xingqiu's own novel, tell about Albedo's illustration. I'll tell about Xingqiu's own novel.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor of its own.
And also at this point, I think Xingqiu already caught us on, want some, information?
You must give great thought to every detail, from the layout of the plot to the rhythm of the lines. And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom can you really feel joy after seriously delving into the work.
Okay, we don't understand about that.
Shincho and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now. But nothing suspicious has come up.
Well, how about we talk about Albedo's illustrations?
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential.
As much as I want to say I want to buy your, novel, the first novel that I read is Let's Go Dodoko, created by Klee and Yoimiya.
Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself.
Risk? What happened?
Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
You took the risk instead of making it the usual way. Okay, at least it was good, I suppose.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Oh, I see. Usually you draw the character, right? This time it's the scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
Are you sure? How did he know about the scenery?
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma.
Yep.
So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like.
I knew it. I knew it. It was the scenery. I knew it. Yeah, it's like it's on Inazuma, right? It's so and popular on Inazuma and not on Lie. So that means the scenery got drawn and sent to Inazuma instead of Lie. So there's no way he knew it. That's why I said scenery. I am big brain.
Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
Xingqiu, what is with the facade?
Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
You...
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So
Paimon?
when you said that
Paimon?
everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened.
Paimon, don't act aggressive, come on. I don't want to act aggressive to our friend Xingqiu. It's just rude, actually. I just want to ask few questions and happy. And also, yeah, we crowd like this, it seems like we're going to attack Xingqiu. This make me doesn't feel good at all.
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori festival. Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. And if that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Well,
You slip away a lot of stuff.
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you?
Because if you have alibi for all of those, let me tell you. The seafood, the weather, and a lot of stuff about Inazuma you already know.
Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
Yes.
no, please. You misunderstand me.
Yes?
I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all.
Does it taste good?
I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
I knew it. So Xingqiu isn't coming from the ship? Xingqiu already at the dock, I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence, I didn't expect to see everyone here.
I already expect you to come here. Why did you ruin the... Oh god. You are the god of wind, so I suppose you can help.
Huh? Tone-deaf Bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
Okay, I already expect that as well. I just didn't expect you will come late.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
And also, Fenty is pretty smart. Okay, he is a god after all. He will know everything.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings. I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Can you not speak out loud? Oh god.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Yeah, okay, everything have been... Yeah.
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Do you remember about the Zenshu part?
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Oh, I see what's going on now.
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
And also, your wine will have to wait, sir. You are... Okay, anyway. Good information, but quick, go! Okay, we are about to exit. Okay, and Hanamizaka, you say. It's pretty far, so I use waypoint instead. Alright, Kujo-sara is there. Go, 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 go. We are here, don't need to worry. It is Onodera. Hello there.
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
Please hear the explanation, Kujo-Sara. I don't want to beat you up here.
No need to worry, Genyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Oh, I see. That's why everything is smooth, and also they know who is the Genyu is.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Okay.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
Yeah, except the people that's behind you.
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Oh. No.
Xingqiu looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
I bet it has something to do with his signature, I suppose.
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret.
Also, this person just laughed, so it's must be something funny.
In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
No, Genyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain.
Whoever explained it, it doesn't matter. Just explain it already. Gee.
For the Irodori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors. Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yae publishing house, but Lady Yae also gave me a lot of support. However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Genyu.
Oh, Onodera, now I remember you. You're the person that is so sad when we first met at Yae publishing house in the first day. Oh.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Genyu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution.
Oh, that's why he already know Inazuma. I see, so he never actually arrived with the ship. He is already in Inazuma. Okay.
So these past few days, Genyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough.
And that's why Xingqiu is so tired and was sleeping on top of the crates.
So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Genyu could use these few days to sign them all.
Also, if we actually let Su, talk till the end, I think Su is going to say, Xingqiu is already on Inazuma.
I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse.
But are we going to talk about a piece of paper that's suddenly inside Xingqiu's pocket, or that is a lie?
To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Genyu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess. All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting.
Yeah, that's the reason the guard person left. Huh.
Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures.
Good to know that my sign writing or signatures not the only one that's super bad.
At a previous event, the Yae publishing house had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display. I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event.
Technically speaking, if you train so hard to do that, your signature can also be pretty.
But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Xingqiu and his books are okay.
I love how it's like Zhongli, yeah, did not, go to a lot of people like this. Right, Shogun, yeah, just on top there. Fenty, yeah, I guess it's, I don't know, free, got.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
Okay, the more crowded it is, you know, the more worried the people will be. Wait, what? Is that supposed to happen? Either way. Alright, I'm pretty sure we are supposed to go one top there. Alright. Okay, you stuck there really from all the place. Hello, the book is missing. What?
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
Honor explained the situation to the editors.
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Gen Yu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
Yeah. What? Priority is the signature. Oh, okay. Never in my life I thought that I'm going to hurt that.
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
Oh, no wonder Shincho looked so sleepy today.
You just caught up now, Paimon? I already say that so far away.
I understand. Murata, go back to Yae Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the second floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Gen Yu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher. Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Zhenyu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
So what? It has to result to a signature in a few hours, you say?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
Technically speaking, it's not.
Even though Shincho still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
Huh? You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Pardon me, but what are you talking about?
Yeah, I knew it. So this is still mystery.
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Shincho yet.
And so, yeah, the story about the
I
cousin.
see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books.
Yep.
Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well?
Since you found the second one, yes.
Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
And also, technically speaking, we don't know who we are going to draw, so yes.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal is very reasonable.
Might as well you guys are the reincarnation of the person, except for Fenty. Fenty is the god. So Fenty already lived for a lot of 1,000 years. Is he? No, before 500 years? Can it be? Okay, anyway.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Albedo really is something. He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all. Wonder how Shincho's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby?
It's a possibility for sure.
Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? Are you here? Could you please help Shincho with something?
Yeah, it's like, hello, Mr. Stalker, stop stalking me right now. I'm busy.
He's a friend of ours, and the release of his new book is super important to him.
Something is here. Someone is here.
It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily.
The cat.
It's getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest. We still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Who are you? And with that, part 2 act is done. Hey! And we open the second one. I cannot move at all. There you go. The second one is the Theater Mechanicus. But yeah, interesting. I never see that food before. I'm curious, who is that person? And also, where's the cat? I suppose it's here, right? Yeah, it's here. It's literally here. I never see that leg before, so I don't know who is that. Alright, I thought I'm going to learn or know who is, doing that, but seems like that is not it. But that being said, seems like we're done with the main story. For the next part, yeah, we're going to do it later. With that being said, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. There goes Xingqiu, the author of A Legend of Sword with a pen name Zhenyu. We are done with this story. Now we know Xingqiu is... Okay, I already know. My first guess was Xingqiu is already here because, again, Xingqiu did not go down from the ship and instead sleeping on top of the crates. With that being said, as always, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And if you want to tune into my streaming channel like this one, you can go to twitch.tv/xRichzynX. And as always, I need to remember tomorrow I need to fetch, or the next event I need to fetch someone in here. Who is the next one actually? Yeah, again, don't forget to follow me if you're new. And as always, I'll see all of you on next stream as soon as I know who is the next arrival schedule. Okay. The cult's done. Okay, Xingqiu's already there, and the third day is going to be large cargo ship, stopover, and 1%. 1%. I guess we know who is that. Maybe. And the last release event is small passengers ship, 2%. Okay, no explanation on who they are, but probably, I have a feeling someone is going to be here. But I don't know who is that. But that being said, as always, I'll see all of you on next stream. Or not next stream, my stream still continue. Next video, have a nice day or have a nice night. Goodbye.
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.